Welcome back to Iraqi Dinar Hub, your trusted destination for in-depth coverage of global currency shifts, live exchange rate movements, and exclusive financial insights you won't find anywhere else. Today's update is far more than routine. It has the potential to reshape lives, challenge conventional wisdom, and validate the dedication of investors who have waited patiently. What's occurring now in the currency space is not just economic news, it's the kind of rare financial turning point that could define an entire era. Those who studied the patterns, tracked the whispers, and ignored the skepticism may be witnessing the moment they always believed would come. The wait, the research, and the planning may finally pay off. Today's revelations signal a moment of profound transformation in the foreign exchange world. Long dismissed theories about major currency revaluations are now supported by undeniable facts. The dramatic uptick in value for both the Iraqi Dinar and Vietnamese Dong over the past 24 hours is rewriting expectations across the financial sector, with the Dinar now soaring past 490 USD and the Dong exceeding an astonishing 310 USD. Traders and institutional investors worldwide are scrambling to respond. These aren't hypotheticals or delayed projections, they're real-time figures verified by major trading networks. The reaction has been swift and seismic across New York, London, Dubai, and Singapore. This is not the typical market correction that we've seen in the past. These price movements are beyond anything most financial analysts had imagined possible, and they are changing personal fortunes overnight. For countless individuals who've held IQD or VND for years, the shift represents a life-altering opportunity. Major institutional players are now rebalancing portfolios and revising forecasts. This isn't just speculation finally paying off, its history unfolding, shaped by long-ignored currencies finally being acknowledged for their real-world value. And for those with the foresight to have invested early, this may be the reward of a lifetime. So, what explains this shocking and sudden change? According to economists and market insiders, the root cause lies in deliberate policy reforms, expanding geopolitical ties, and years of foundational restructuring within Iraq and Vietnam. These two nations, long seen as undervalued and underrepresented in global finance, have executed deep and often painful overhauls of their economic systems. Iraq, for example, has been working systematically toward this outcome, implementing anti-corruption laws, modernizing its banking architecture, and increasing accountability in its trade and oil exports. Under the leadership of Prime Minister Mohammed Shia al-Sudani, Iraq has focused on compliance with international standards. Reforms were made not just to appease global regulators, but to create a foundation for sustainable long-term growth. With trillions in untapped oil, minerals, and agricultural potential, Iraq is no longer being ignored. Its central bank has met global benchmarks, while international investors are showing renewed confidence in Iraq's fiscal strategy. The image of Iraq is changing from a nation in crisis to an economic powerhouse ready to stand tall in the global arena. Vietnam's path has been equally strategic, based on trade strength and forward-looking monetary policy. The Vietnamese Dong has surged in value due to a combination of digital banking expansion, gold-backed currency frameworks, and its role as a key player in Asia's manufacturing ecosystem. Vietnam's government has taken deliberate steps to reduce foreign debt exposure and grow its domestic reserves, positioning the VND to thrive even amid global instability. Analysts agree this transformation is not hype-driven. It's supported by credible economic reforms and well-documented trade partnerships. Vietnam has carefully prepared its banking infrastructure to withstand and support currency revaluation. By digitizing financial systems and ensuring smooth regulatory oversight, Vietnam has become an example of how strategic planning leads to financial empowerment. Now, with its new valuation gaining global traction, the country is positioned as a serious economic contender. This isn't just a spike in profits, the launch of a financial model based on productivity, integrity, and national self-sufficiency. Vietnam is rising, and the global market is finally paying attention. What makes this moment especially significant is its legal and institutional foundation. Unlike speculative runs of the past, today's developments are anchored in international monetary compliance and multilateral coordination. Both Iraq and Vietnam have met criteria that were previously considered impossible. Major global banks are recognizing the shift and responding accordingly, many even pausing IQD and VND trades briefly, not due to concern but to recalibrate to these new realities. The scale of adjustment required speaks volumes about how far-reaching this event truly is. The reports we're getting from Dubai, Frankfurt and Singapore show massive demand, with private exchange centers swamped by appointment requests. In the US, structured redemption centers are seeing record interest, yet not all financial institutions are ready to process at full scale. That's why a steady hand is more important than ever. It's easy to get caught up in the excitement, but true success in moments like this comes from clarity, not emotion. We urge everyone to stay alert but grounded, move forward with care, not panic. This silent lead-up, with virtually no mainstream announcements, points to a high-level agreement between central banks, global institutions. It now appears that this revaluation was not only anticipated, it was meticulously orchestrated. The absence of early leaks or hype wasn't an oversight. It was a protective measure to maintain systemic stability and avoid uncontrolled speculation. What we are witnessing now is the result of intelligent financial engineering, deliberate, discreet, and executed at the highest levels of international finance. For investors, this provides a reassuring sign. It shows that real currency reform is possible when it's backed by institutional transparency and long-range vision. Despite the noise online, the foundation of today's rate movements is as solid as it gets. It's not based on viral posts or self-declared insiders. It's based on real transactions, real banking changes, and real compliance. While scammers will undoubtedly take advantage of the chaos, those who remain logical, informed, and patient will find themselves in the best position going forward. Let's examine the math to appreciate what this truly, quote, means. If you're holding 1 million IQD at the new verified exchange rate of $4.90, you're looking at $4,900,000. Likewise, if you have 5 million Vietnamese Dong and the rate holds at $310 per VND, your holdings are worth $1,550,000. These are no longer speculative calculations, they are updated figures on institutional trading platforms. Still, resist the urge to jump at unverified exchange offers. Work only with licensed financial institutions and wait for official instructions from your bank. This is a critical time to avoid risky behaviors. Don't accept unsolicited invitations, pressure-based offers, or VIP exchanges promising early access. Many of these so-called services are traps. Stick to what is verifiable and legal. Financial institutions are working as fast as possible to create structured redemption options. The right strategy now is patience. The systems are adapting rapidly, and soon enough, credible and clear steps for redemption will be announced. Until then, avoid shortcuts, they may cost you dearly. As we look to the future, experts agree. This may just be the beginning. Other suppressed currencies like the Zimbabwean dollar, Indonesian rupiah, and Egyptian pound. The difference this time is transparency. The market isn't reacting to speculation alone, it's responding to structural change. Currency reform rooted in real wealth, smart governance, and trusted trade partnerships is what's moving markets now. For IQD and VND holders, this signals the possibility of further upward mobility, possibly joined by others. This could very well be the start of a broader recalibration of international monetary capital systems. Iraq and Vietnam's success may act as a template for other undervalued nations to reclaim financial autonomy and redefine their place in the world economy. For too long, countries rich in resources and talent were left behind due to outdated exchange models. That era may be ending now. The new wave is about fairness, real-world economics, and letting markets reflect truth, not manipulation or historical bias. For EWS investors who've closely followed this path, this is more than a pry. Return, it's a full-circle validation. Interest in IQD and VND in American circles has been consistent, but today it's hitting a new high. Banks like Chase and Wells Fargo are already seeing a flood of inquiries, and while not every branch is ready, the preparation behind the scenes is undeniable. Teams are being briefed and processes are being created to handle this in a controlled and compliant way. Change is not only happening, it's being managed. We urge investors to be patient. This kind of shift comes with delays, not because institutions are unaware, but because infrastructure always lags behind seismic change. Wealth management firms are also getting ready. Don't confuse slowness with disbelief. Procedures are cunning, and when they do, you'll want to be ready with documentation, records, and a calm mind. The rewards will favor those who act with discipline. The institutions will catch up. It's only a matter of time now. This is more than an exchange rate adjustment, it's a statement. Iraqi youth, long overlooked on the global stage, are finally seeing their country's resources align with their aspirations. Vietnamese workers, whose effort powered a region, are watching their currency gain the respect it deserves. This isn't charity or a lucky break, it's a shift toward fairness. For those holding these currencies, the profit is real, but so is the message. The world is changing, and value is returning to where it was always deserved. At Iraqi Dinar Hub, our promise is clarity. We're not chasing views. We're not here for clicks. We're here to help you navigate one of the most important financial shifts of our time. Our updates will remain grounded in facts, sourced responsibly, and delivered with integrity. Whether you're holding Dinar, Dong, or just watching closely, our mission is to help you understand what's happening and what it means for your financial future. Subscribe, stay alert, and stay informed. This is just the beginning. Disclaimer: the information provided in this video is for educational and informational purposes only and does not constitute financial, investment, or legal advice. We are not licensed financial advisors, and the content shared should not be considered as professional guidance. Always conduct your own research and consult with a qualified financial advisor before making any investment decision. Currency exchange rates can fluctuate, and speculative investments carry risk. Iraqi Dinar Hub does not guarantee any financial outcomes and disclaims any liability for actions taken based on this content.